In today's video, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the ultimate guide to a Rise crossover. But before I go ahead and do that, would you guys like yourself a chance to win a free Game Pass? All you need to do is drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment your Roblox username down below. I give away multiple Game Pass every week. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So the first thing you want to go ahead and do in the game, if you haven't done already, is go ahead and redeem the new code. I know I've talked about this a bit, it's probably one of the last times I will talk about it, but still a lot of people don't know about this and it is just crazy broken. So if you redeem the code Blue Dragon, actually no, I think it's Dragon Blue, you will go ahead and get a free mount, which is kind of crazy. You literally get this dragon for free. It's like the second best flying mount in the game, arguably the second best mount in the game, or it's only joint second best with Kamish. So it's a really good mount, really good and really useful for traveling around the map, whether it's to Doodoo Island or whatever it is for. But anyway, in this video, I'm going to go over the key points in a Rise crossover. I'm going to have some really good, crucial tips, and I'm basically just going to kind of give you a guide to the game and how the game kind of works. So if you're not sure when you normally go ahead and spawn into the game, you'll spawn in this area where you have to go and punch down these guys, or you can just let your shadows completely and utterly destroy them because they're significantly overpowered. One or two of the options, either works. When you beat them, you have the chance to rise them. Basically, what you want to do in the first area is understand all the units are terrible. They're really not the best, so you want to make sure first of all you get a full team of Sonderos. Then, if I was you, I'd go for a full team of Gonchis. And then you want to go ahead, and what I did at least, and what I think is the way to progress, is going for the DX next, or just go make a little bit of a jump. You don't want to go up all in level order. And then after that, you need to farm Brutes. And Brutes are really, really important in the game. Brutes usually have about 3-4 times the amount of health. It can really range a ton depending on the level, but they reward you with 5 times the amount of XP. And I know I'm absolutely complete at destroying this Brute. They'll always sort of spawn in the same place. Their HP can vary a lot each time, so will the XP they go ahead and do. If you're not sure how unit leveling works, unit leveling is based off percentages of damage dealt. So for example, if I beat this enemy, let's say for example, it would go and give me 70k XP, and let's say I had 10k health. If I had one unit that did 1k, it would go in and get 10% of that. If I had one that did 5k, it would get 50% of it. So basically, that's how XP works in the game. That'd be really useful for leveling up. Brutes is going to help you out a ton. Then what you can do, at least in the current time of the game, is do the Doodoo Island. I may be saying that wrong there. Juju Island, whatever you want to call it. When you've got some decent units over there, you're going to be looking at least D rank units, and you've got decent levels in them, and you can take out one of them bosses in a few seconds. You can actually head all the way over here, as the ants over here are just going to be a lot stronger than all of the other units you can get from leveling City. So you might as well get some ants. Some of them will spawn with literally no health, like actually have no health, and you're going to rise them. The chance to rise them seems to be quite a bit higher. So I quickly take out that guy there. Let's see if we can get it. It's going to be really embarrassing if we can't, and we did manage to get it. So for whatever reason, you rise them a lot higher, and also the ones with them 400k health, if you can take out one with 100k health relatively fast. You may just want AFK for a bit on one with like 400k health. If I can find one of them, let me see if we can. As these guys, if you can find one with 400k health, or maybe even 200k health, will automatically arise at D rank and above, and you can basically use them to replace your team with some better units. Once they're leveled up and they are them pretty easily, you can make your way over to Grass Village, as that is your next area you're going to want to explore in the game. Grass Village is the weird little swirly thing over here. Of course, when you are traveling around islands, these are the best stats to go and use, in my opinion. Literally these, make sure you've got all the right ones on. These are the best stats. Basically turn everything off, meaning lag less. Of course, you have a good PC and you want to see some cool graphics, have them on. But if you're minimal lag and you want an optimal player progression, go for this. Gameplay wise, auto attack on, auto run on, one click send. Auto rise, if you have it, if you're playing on a rising, a lot of the time you won't be, depending on what stage of the game you're in. Early stage we're rising a lot. Later and later you get into the game and actually realize the rising isn't really too good. Auto destroy is really crucial. How auto destroy works, click open, you X the units you don't want to get any longer, and then always, in my opinion, leave the bosses like not X'd, and then make sure it's just turned on, and you'll automatically destroy everything that you go and get, which basically gets you gems in dungeons, it can get you dust, and you get some other cool rewards like that. So it's definitely worth you going and doing. Anyway, you'll head over to Grass Village next, and something that's also really important about the area over there is Doodoo Island, is you're going to be going back to it quite a bit. It's the only place in the game that you can get above C rank units. So I probably should have said this a little bit earlier, but how the game works, it normally units at E rank. They have a 1 1 in 50 chance, and every unit rarity has a 1 in 50 chance of going up, other than, of course, special ones, a 1 in 50 chance to become the higher rarity. So you can normally get E ranks from these normal guys over here. If you do manage to go and beat any of the brutes I was talking about earlier, another reason I recommend farming brutes is that you will go ahead and receive an instant D rank, so you can actually get the chance of getting a C rank in the normal world. But on Doodoo Island, at all times, whenever the event's actually active, it's active every 30 minutes or 15 minutes, you can go ahead and obtain higher rank units. If you're not sure how you normally obtain higher rank units in the game, you get them from dungeons. Dungeons will spawn every 30 minutes and last for 15 minutes, the opposing 15 minutes to the Doodoo Islands. When these dungeons go ahead and spawn, nearly lost my voice there. So after a dungeon will go ahead and spawn, it'll tell you the location. You just need to find it, you can go enter it, and you can use them, and they'll all basically have ranks on it. Whatever rank means there's that unit's in it. Of course, you get looking at the higher rank units. Anyway, though, afterwards, we'll go back to where we just were. So I do want to make this relatively easy for people to understand. I'm trying to throw some important tips in there, but I'm also trying to explain how progression in the game works. So you go over to Grass Village, and I just don't want to repeat myself too much. And then you're going to go over to the One Piece area, or Brum. Brum is really good, and Brum is where I actually recommend you trying to get your first SS rank unit. Up to this point, you definitely won't have any S rank units in the game. You probably will still be using B ranks at best. So when you get to Brum, if I was you, try and see if you can basically do every single dungeon there. The S rank dungeons may be hard, try doing them with groups of people. You only need to rise a few of them. The best one, in my opinion, to go for, and I suppose stat-wise, is the Light Admiral. And basically what you want is you want one of every single rarity of the Light Admiral from the dungeons. So you can technically get from the normal world the Ds, the Cs, and the Es. So you just need to do B rank dungeons, A rank dungeons, and S rank dungeons. You can also use these really crafty things called rank runes, which you can attain from B plus rank dungeons. If you are lucky, it's a lucky drop, basically. And this may increase the rank of dungeons for C rank spawns and increase it. And technically you could also get B ranks from a C rank if you are lucky, although it probably isn't worth your time trying to go ahead and do that. Either way though, once you've got a full team of Light Admirals, you'll know a bunch of them, basically a ton of each rarity. You can go back over to Leveling City, which I'll actually respawn, and I can show you guys what you can do in Leveling City. People may know about this, may not know about this. I'm really trying to make this guide inclusive to everyone. You go to the Shadow Upgrader, and then if you put one of each rank in there, you can actually combine all of them into making a SS rank automatically. So you don't need to get lucky doing it, or equally you can just farm a bunch of S rank dungeons. But I'm assuming at this point in the game, S rank dungeons may be quite hard for you. Anyway, when you've got your full team of SS rank dungeons, you can actually, at least in my opinion, completely skip face heal. You then want to head over to the ant area in the game, and this is how you want to play when you have a full team of SS rank units. There is a boss that'll spawn here called the Ant King. It may be up right now on the server, it may not be. Before the Ant King spawns in, the Ant Queen will spawn in. Once you manage to go and beat the Ant Queen and her guards, she'll go ahead and make the Ant King spawn in. Ant Queen stat wise isn't really too good. It's relatively hard to beat, so you will need a good group to go ahead and beat her with, but you will be able to beat her a lot easier if you do have a good group you are playing with. You find that Discord or find out whatever, or just join random servers and end up getting lucky. As long as you can do 28 trillion damage to the Ant King, you're good, you'll be able to get your claim, and then the Ant King will spawn. Most people also be able to destroy the Ant King pretty fast now, so it isn't too hard to basically beat it. And then when you get the Ant King, it'll automatically drop as an SS rank unit in the game. So when it's SS rank, basically what that means is, well, yeah, like I mentioned earlier, it's really good. It also has a chance of dropping as G rank, which is one of 2 G rank units at the current time in the game. G rank units are stupidly strong, as one G rank Ant King is stronger than a full team of G rank of SS rank Ant Kings. So it's kind of crazy. It's also the best unit you can get as well. That is the reason I wouldn't recommend doing any other areas. I suppose in your spare time you can do dungeons, or you can use the brutes in their respective areas. So if your team isn't doing too much damage, you can go over to face heal, or you can even, I suppose, use Brum to level up units. And just beat the brutes on the island. I will skip face heal, as it really, in my opinion, isn't too necessary at the moment. You can also, if you are feeling a little bit lucky, no pun intended, you can head over to the Clover Place, which is what's called Lucky Kingdom. Okay, maybe that was a little bit of a bad pun there. And you can be the NPCs to farm there, or you can try doing some of the dungeons. I'm not like the dungeons over here can get insanely hard, that you can go ahead and destroy a dungeon and face heal and have no chance to do a dungeon over here. And you'll be looking at having at least a full team of SS ranks and friends, or you can have some G ranks on your team. This is a lot more late game, and you farm the dungeons here to obtain the different ranks of Time King and craft an SS Time King, which is the highest Time King goes, which will go ahead and do 457 billion DPS per second. Of course, a G rank Ant team, as Ant King team or Zyru team, whatever you want to call it, is always going to be stronger then any SS rank units. The same for all G rank units. You can also obtain another G rank unit, although in my opinion it's practically impossible, as I'm pretty sure it's like a 1 in 1,000. When you do a double dungeon, and if it's an S rank double dungeon, and you end up getting very, very lucky, you can obtain the Monarch. If you're not sure what double dungeon is, basically when you do a normal dungeon and you beat it, if there's an extra time at the end, that means you got double dungeons. If you clear that dungeon, you'll then get the chance at getting the Monarch. Anyway though guys, I think I have covered a lot about this game. There's probably a lot of areas I have missed, but I don't want to make this video too long, and I've got a bunch more tutorials on the channel where if you want to find out certain things in the game, as there is some pretty fundamental areas missed. Actually, one more I probably want to go over, but I haven't made a full in-depth video on it, so I am just going to go and really, really briefly go over it, as I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. Anyway, and that is doing hero ranks. Hero ranks are actually really useful right now. You can get an increased damage by 30%. In my opinion, I would only really think the damage you get from this is worth its time when you've already got like a really solid team. So you've got SS ranks on it. Basically, when you're doing Ant King is when you should probably look into doing this. And then you want to head into this building right now. You can buy runes. They are very overpriced in my opinion. And I'd much rather, if I was you, spend your tickets you get from beating dungeons on game passes. Anyway, though, you can go over here to the rank test, and you can do basic dungeons that have 20 rooms. You have 10 minutes to beat them. They're really easy to do in my opinion. And you just want to farm these guys up and do them. And yeah, basically, I think your first two, it takes like 2 dungeons to go up. And then after that, it's like 1 dungeon. And you get to S rank, which every rank gets you an extra 5% damage. So that's helpful. Anyway, guys, I don't think I've covered the main areas of this game. It's probably still a lot I've missed. So like I said, check out my other videos. I also have so many different guides on this game. But I just wanted to put all like the main key areas, at least all the ones I think of right now, into this video. And like usual, if you did enjoy this video, consider dropping a like, subscribe to the channel, consider checking out all my other videos, because I've got some cool videos, I think. Anyway, I'll see you next one. Bye.